Yo, what is up, guys? So, today this is going to be like a really serious IRL video, and it's going to have a little bit to do with anarchy as well. So, basically, like this last week has been really bad for me, and there's a few bad things which happened to me, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Um, 2 months ago, I got my first ever programming job after graduating university. And so that was actually super exciting to be able to work and get paid for my work. And like, yeah, it was all like really, really good. And then only within the last week, they actually sent out an email that was letting go of everyone that worked with my contracting company because they weren't able to settle on a contract. So basically 500 to 1,000 employees basically got let go. And that's like not even the worst part, guys, is the fact that I got let go. Like, I was actually going to try and work for the same company again because my team leader, my previous team leader said I was an excellent programmer and he'd try to get me a job back at the same place. However, turns out the reason that they, canceled all the contracts with the employees is because they're planning on cutting the pay rate of all employees by like 50%. And they're able to do this because we're all independent contractors. So we don't get like a lot of benefits that regular employees get. But anyways, that's one of the bad things that happened this week is basically I lost my first ever programming job after, graduating university. And then not only that, guys, but I was also talking to a girl for like a week straight. It was like messaging back and forth, and she's like my mom's neighbor, and my mom and her like kind of know each other. And my mom is saying like, "Oh, she's super nice." And basically, I was able to add her on Facebook like right away, and it seemed like it was going super well, guys. Like she would send me hearts within the first few days of even talking to her. And turns out that like her and my dad even know each other because my dad plays in a band and she's like into rock and roll and stuff like that. And my dad's in a rock band. But then I asked her on a date, and we were supposed to go on a date in like a few hours. However, turns out she canceled the date yesterday, so it's kind of like last minute a little bit. And so that part kind of sucks. And then also, after I was messaging her for like a week straight, then she kind of stopped messaging me and stopped reading my messages. And I was like asking her, I was wondering if she was like ignoring me for some reason. And she said she wasn't. However, I do believe that she was not reading my messages because it turns out that she was with Friends with Benefits. So even though on her profile she was putting it as single, she was like with a Friends with Benefits who turns out to be her ex, which she was with for like an entire year or a year and a half. And like, I guess he messed up, and so she broke up with him. But it sounds like he's gonna try again to be with her again. But I guess the good news is that she still wants to talk with me and stuff like that. So I don't know. I guess I could like keep talking with her or whatever. But yeah, it's just two bad things happened this week. And then I thought that was gonna be the worst of it, guys, but it gets even worse. It turns out that my mom like worked 24 hours in a row only this last weekend, I think. And she's just been working a lot, and her foot started hurting or her ankle. And yeah, basically, it's like she says it's the worst pain in the last like 1 or 2 years. So it sounds like she almost sprained her ankle or something. And that's really not good news if she wants to, like, you know, continue working and be able to pay for the house that she lives in. So that's like basically, one of the worst weeks of my life that where like a lot of bad things just happened like one right after another. Like, so I lost my job on like Wednesday or Thursday, and then I got my date canceled on like Saturday, and then on Sunday I learned that my mom like is almost spraining her ankle. So all within the course of only a few days almost, like all these bad things are happening. However, I guess the good news is that Anarchy has been like ever since I got my programming job, I was able to afford good advertisements for the server. And so that part is really good. Like I'm glad to see that the server can grow and that so many players have played the server. Like tens of thousands of players have played the server, and a lot of my friends that I've actually ever made have been through Anarchy. So that's really good. But basically, that's just all the stuff that happened to me this week, guys. And yeah, so I'll see you guys later, I guess. Peace out.